The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning. Good morning. All right, let's get started today. Tablet, pen, let's begin. Put on the day's date. Today's date. Come on. So, do you really want to get to millionaire? Come on. Let's understand a couple things. Do you really want to get to millionaire status? Do you want to have everything you want? It sounds good, right? Everybody talks about going blah, blah, blah. Me, I actually have it, and I can show you how I did it too. I'm going to show you real stuff, okay? For the last 45 years. Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and all kinds of goodies. My name is Ray Reynolds, the godfather of credit. Been helping people for 45 years. This is live. I'm live 6 days a week. No pictures, no recording, because I want you to put it here. What I teach you has to be habit forming. And then I'm going to correct all the things you've learned the wrong way anyway. I like goodies, race boats, yachts, billion-dollar mansions, Lamborghinis and Ferraris too, because I got them all. Don't you? Simple to play, 6 days a week. So, rags to riches. That was me. I didn't like being used and abused as a kid. I got born in a taxi. All right, she threw me away. I got to be Mrs. Hope. I call her the she-devil from hell. So I'm going to show you what I did to get to million to billion through corporate structure. All right, your journey today begins with me, if you pay attention. But if you don't, go back and look at TikTok and Google and YouTube and all the blah, blah, blah and the BS that I see and I hear every day. You see, not only am I going to show you the right way to do things, I'm going to coach you, and I like to do it for 3 to 6 months, maybe a year or two. You got choices. Look behind that curtain. The ultimate goal when I was a kid, you know what they said? They said, put your ducks in a row, but don't put your eggs in a basket. You know, the silly thing that people said when I was a kid, I just thought they were stupid. But that's just the way life is. Now, you're sitting there. Hopefully, you're comfortable. You got your tab. You got your pen. You write down today's date, too. All right, don't put your feet up. Let's get ready to go. You got to learn to play, but you got to fight for what you want. Get out your personal credit cards now. Put them in front of you. What I want you to do is write down some rules and tools. I'm the guy that trained Ken Yarborough, security chief at TRW and Spearing years ago. So you take all your cards, you put a sticky in the back. You write down the limit of the card. We maintain 25% always, never past 29%. We're going to dummy proof this and show you how to treat you like you're 2 years old. Is that okay? These cards are 50,000 a piece. There's 100,000. If I use 29% utilization, I have 71,000 of safety credit. In case blank hits the fan, lost from a job or a basic pandemic. See, you got to create your line of defense. This crap has to stop. And that's what you've been doing with you and your family. I don't understand why you did that in the first place. We're going to show you how to correct your mistakes too. Now, here's a corporation. I was lucky. Well, I'm being used and abused by Mrs. Hope. I listened to their silly poker game on a Wednesday night. They said a corporation's a legal person. I wrote it down. They told me I was weird. So let's understand. At 7.5 is what I learned. That's chapter 18. I'm not here to be your legal advisor, accounting service, but I want to show you public record. Do you see where it says a corporation's a legal person? It may sue or be sued. Do you see that right there? So that means if the corporation you have one today, when they sue it, they sue you. You're a duck and a sheep. The bottom line is you can learn to play. So let's understand what I did at 7.5 years old. I went down to the Torrance Police Department. There was a library next door. Walked in and said, ma'am, what does this mean? She walked away. She was rude. She came back a couple minutes later. Here's a mock of his. Here's a book. I read the book. You see, the reality is she didn't want to help anybody. She was just a royal bee. Now, I found out that corporations are free in all 50 states. Now, some of you pay thousands of dollars to an attorney, CPA, and a corporate service and learn diddly squat. That's called stupid. You killed money. But that's on you. So what did I do? I went back to the library for 2 years. 2 years I went to that library. I created my own blueprint. Bottom line is I set up Helping Hand Industries. I got $100,000 of credit in the mail. See, back in the 70s, 80s, we got this stuff in the mail without applying for credit. Unfortunately, a bunch of idiots start using their SSN for credit purposes, and a lot of people fall like ducks and sheep, being stupid too. So the reality is, guess what we get to do? Got 100,000 of credit in the mail. I got named in the movie Dave. 12 and a half years old, I got named in a lawsuit. I use the word Braille because I started the first Orange County Blind Center. I'm teaching the art of Braille, and I got in trouble for that. See, the word Braille belongs to the Braille Institution. Kind of like when you use Velcro today. It's not Velcro. That's a company in El Segundo, California. You're using hook and loop. Do you blow your nose on Kleenex? It's called tissue. So I had to learn to master the trade names and trademarks and copyrights too. Today, all the ideas you have, write them down, take a copy. Put the copy in a Federal Express envelope, send it back to yourself. The judge will open the envelope for you. Because what will happen is you'll find your friends and family steal your idea. Set up a website too. The only way to protect your assets is to have a corp owning a corp called subsidiaries like the banks and grocery stores do, or a corporation using division process that I invented in 85, 86. So I'll show you how to get to million to billion if you allow me to show you and play the game too. Division process. So never bring the pain. I'm not just going to say something. I'm going to give you this foolproof way not to bring the pain home. So the reality is very simple. When I was a kid, all right, don't put all your eggs in one basket. I asked the grown-ups, what does that mean too? All they could go is, me, me, me. That's about it. I thought all the grown-ups were stupid when I was a kid. When I grew up, I realized they were stupid. Do you realize today if you have a corporation, all right, you're basically on the incorporator, you're on the officers list, and when they sue the corp, they sue you. You're a duck and a sheep, unless you have a corp owning corpse or you have a corp owning division process. So I'm going to show you the way that you don't have to bring the pain home in the first place, or the reality is you should have been playing with me a long time ago. I've been teaching and preaching for 45 years. The next thing the grown-up says, let's put all your ducks in a row. I asked what that meant too. As a kid, I had to explain it to him. Corporation, 3 divisions, $1 million of credit. And we don't bring the pain home, never again. Got it? Simple. So let's understand, I have a foolproof program you can't even screw up, but unless you don't follow through. So I got rich and famous people too. Bottom line is I even incorporate a couple of presidents of the United States of America as well. All right, Gold's Gym, Superman, college professor, homeless people, having fun, getting millions and millions of dollars too, and even Freeway Ricky, Dickie Ross, gold and platinum cards. Thomas was in prison for 26 years. Within 8 months, I got him his $1 million business in dump trucks, brand new ones too. So if you listen today, I'll bet you I can change your life. Now here's the problem. Because you don't understand the foundation, the rules and tools, you keep guessing and following stupid people. I don't think you're stupid. I think half of you are freaking lazy. The other half aren't stupid. They just following stupid. It made them do something stupid. It means they're not stupid. So Franklin D. Roosevelt is very simple. He had the Gold Reserve Act. He confiscated all the gold from everybody. Mine, 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 mine. Call Fort Knox. We got our SS5 and SSN when 14 to 16 years old. Then all of a sudden, our next president in 71, Mr. Nixon, I'm not a crook. Reality is he took the gold standard out. You know what that meant? Every woman at the hospital, within 2 hours of delivering a baby, she had to sign the SS form, SS5 for the SSN. What's a baby going to have to do with Social Security freaking number? That's where they can track income and print money. Bottom line is up to you. So let's pay attention today. See, the biggest mistake you make is you follow ducks and sheep and being silly and you do something stupid. I'm sorry, you're not stupid. Once I said half of you are freaking lazy, the other half of it will be crazy like me. Let's play. You ready? We're going to think about the SS5 form. SS5 equals SSN equals a 1040 tax return. So understand tracking money. About tax, and some of you bitch and complain about rich and famous people. They don't pay enough tax. Shut up and join them. You got one SSN, we the people. That's called tax, and probate when you're dead. And the time of death is not for you. It's for the hospital to report it to the state and federal government. It's federally mandated. Then we have to look at the SS4. Now the banks, Bank of America, bankrupt 5,000 locations, Chase Bank, or Wells Fargo and Citibank, all these banks. You see, let's see. Bank of America was indicted a week ago, $100 million. All right, the other day, Chase was shut down the whole friggin' day because they were hacked. Wells Fargo's been indicted so many times, they're ridiculous. And you're basically going to, what, count on the world? I think you got to count on your own defensive circle. So let's think about the SS4. Let's compare the SS4 to the SSN. Is that okay? So here we go. Over here we have an SS5, SSN 1040 tax return. That means all the money coming in, tax, and probate when we're dead. We get the leftover. You get your paycheck, the IRS gets your cut first, you get the damn leftover and live on that too. Now the SS4, ooh, we don't pay tax till we're profitable. We're allowed to pay all the bills first, then pay tax on the leftover. You see, there's a way to play the game if you want to play. In line 1 on the SS4, it says legal name of entity, corp, division, subsidiary, or your name. It's right there in front of you. I mean, I can't believe the American people are that stupid. They don't pay attention. All right, it's ridiculous. They do so much stupid crap, it's ridiculous. So we got an SS5 equals SSN 1040 tax return. We got the SS4 1120, all right, known as a tax ID and a tax return. Now, you never had to bring the paint on in the first place. Sorry, you didn't play the right way. That's your own damn fault, by the way. So let's understand something today. If you want to be a tax protester, I'm not going to pay tax and blah, 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 you just go to prison like Wesley Snipes. Wesley went to prison for 3 years and fined $5 million. See these stupid people that literally want to protest tax and don't do tax returns? That's called stupid. Do you realize if under the IRS code 1244, if you did it my way and filed one tax return, you wouldn't pay tax anyway? So these stupid people realize, well, I didn't know that, Ray. Stupid. See, I don't like stupid. I don't understand stupid. All right, the reality is you're not stupid. Half of you lazy again. You better be a damn crazy and go get it. You're getting older, slower. You're not as pretty as you used to be. It's time to step up and go get it. That's up to you. Write down irs.gov. Let me show you how to file one tax return, not to pay almost no tax ever again. Will that be okay? The lack of knowledge is why people do stupid things. Like you. Why would you follow the ducks and sheep? Now, cash credit is very simple under the tax ID. Why? It's all the damn write-off. It's free money. And then we can pay the monthly payment. See, you're not going to get where you want to go unless you got the money to get the honey. But I'll teach you how I can build you $1 million of cash credit so you can finance your way and write it off anyway if you pay attention today. Now, it doesn't hurt your family. Next thing is from here, a division process that I invented. Corporate managing 3 divisions is $1 million. And then you can actually build your legacy. Would that be okay with you? Building a legacy, not to bring the pain home again? United States of America Incorporated. They got 50 corps. They call them states. States got a corp called cities. And then they created Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act, so they can bankrupt the debts of 11 friggin' cities in front of you, stay in business, but you go home and go, boo-hoo-hoo. Stop that crap. It's ridiculous. You could play the game too and basically have no intent to do fraud. We, the people, 14th Amendment, Supreme Court, corporation's a legal person, and stop bringing the pain home. Will that be okay if I teach you to play? Can you write it down today? Division of me. There's that form again. Line 1. You can put your name, corp, division, or subsidiary right on that form, if you allow me to. I can build you a corporate umbrella through my system that I developed years ago too, how to get to million to billion. Now let's show you one of the Lamborghinis, part of the collection. Here's a $1 million Lamborghini S54, all right? Well, this is the LP 640. Oh, it's $6,800 a month. That's a lot of money. Well, let's see. If I took it out of taxable income, that'd be stupid. Take it from the corporation, write it off. But the problem is when they sue the corp, they sue me. That's stupid too. So let's do what I did for me. Here's the corp. Here's a division. I bought the Lamborghini as a division of the corporation. I also showed you SSN versus SS4, so it means I guarantee it as SS4. Now, I got no intent to do fraud. But if something goes wrong, I'm going to do the 3-step I invented for me. You want to write it down for you? I'm going to disconnect, isolate, incorporate. I'm going to take that bad piece over here, and I'm going to run my business, and I'm going to protect the corporation, my family, because I'm not stupid. All right? Unfortunately, most people do stupid. And if I can't save it within 6 months, I'm going to bankrupt the hell out of it under the Federal Protection Act. Like your banks, your grocery stores, and your cities do in your face. Your problem is you don't know how to play. I'll teach you to play. Starting today, it's like the building division base. From there, each piece of property, you know who's going to slip and fall and try to screw you up too. And the bottom line is money. See, when you see tickety-talk and Google and YouTube and all the blah, blah, blah and the stupid people every day, all that opinion, Have them give you some friggin' steps and guarantee it like I do. You see, you need an LLC. You need that. Now stop, crap. All right, the bottom line is tax ID. Whatever comes in SS4 is not taxable till you're profitable. So let's understand how rich and famous people do this too. Then we have to look at the Fair Lending Act. The only way you're going to get where you want to go is to be able to finance the hell out of it and use corporate credit. Until then, you're going to basically be doing what? Stealing from Peter to pay Paul and letting Mary get cry too. The Fair Lending Act. One card can be 99 more cards. That's $100 million, by the way. But that's up to you if you want to play building you a corporate umbrella starting today. Now, I got a couple of issues. Number one, in the 6th grade, they said I was retarded because I write 2 different things simultaneously and I have another conversation. Both sides of the brain work. I have total recall. Wow, and my IQ's 204. Damn, isn't that fun? Well, they said border between 203 and 204. No, it's one of the two. Who cares? So if you listen and you learn today, I can change your life if you open these and turn them up, please. So I want you to do yourself a favor today. Please go on to the Secretary of State's website, all right, today. I want you, if you have a corporation, I want you to find your corp. You're the incorporated. You're on the officers list. You're on the statement of information, and you probably use your home address. It was kind of stupid because they sold you on a mailing list. That's how you got robocalls and junk mail. Change that to a mailbox, etc. I just want to prove to you flat out, when they sue the corp, no matter what type it is, they sue you because you're a duck and a sheep. When I was a kid, they said put your ducks in a row, and they didn't know what that meant, so I had to explain it to them like I'm trying to do for you. I designed it. A corporation with 3 divisions is $1 million. From there, if they sue the corp, they sue you. That makes you a duck and a sheep. That kind of sucks. So the bottom line is a division gives you the line of defense. Maybe I can get you the lesson learned today. I pray that I do. So let's understand. Here's a $100 million building across through South Coast Plaza Mall I obtained. Here's a Lamborghini worth $1 million. Here's the keys. That's one of the $5 million mansions too. And $1 million race boat that I parked in the backyard. Where you park yours? Now I obtained these things. Why haven't you? What's wrong with you? Are these turned up yet? So I like goodies. You like goodies yet? Would you like to be the next corporate millionaire? Let me know. So if you let me add you to my credit system, I can rebuild you. You want to play on one of my pool tables? Let me know. What's your goal? Simple. Take the calendar today, because you're now in your 3rd quarter. I want you to project how many working days are left of the year. I need you to figure this out right away. So let's understand something. I'm online or in person for 45 years, helping people get to millionaire status. My wife's always called this my hobby, because I retired at 26 with 2.6 billion corporate structure. Can you write down credit loan money? Come on, write down credit loan money. See, here's your problem. You had some money, some of you, and you spent it and you pissed it away and went bye-bye. See, when you got money, you get more money. You have no money, they don't know your name. If we take a $100,000 credit card like Wells Fargo, and we take it all off the credit card, we put it in a Wells Fargo business bank account, we reference 3 times 5. They'll give us up to $1.5 million of line of credit. Borrow money is not taxable. Your corporation, I'm going to design it for you, do most of the work for you so you don't screw it up anymore. Because you can't afford to screw up at your age anyway. You're getting older, slower, you're not as pretty as you used to be. All right, so we're going to play my way. Got it? Your corporation is going to buy a franchise. It's going to manage it. It's going to buy an apartment complex. All right, and you're going to build residual income. Write it down. Your biggest mistake, all of you do, you forget to build residual income, period. You're running a business and you're basically having the same damn rerun. That stops today. All right, I want you to get financial freedom. I want you to get up to $50,000 a month positive cash flow coming in. You don't have to do a damn thing for it too. Now, if you want $100,000 to get started, let me know. I'll add you to one of my credit cards for your corporate, your division. I will basically rebuild you. I'll do a wrapper rescore. All right, when you're ready as a CFO, I'll ask for the credit card and I'll ask for one for you and ask for separate billing. So we're going to use my history, all right, to get you $100,000 a card. Okay, that's all we got to do. It's that easy. Now, we normally charge 10%. That's basically 10 grand. The office has it on sale right now for $59.99. If you do this during this broadcast live, it is $39.99. Only if you Zelle during this broadcast. There's the phone number. All right, and there's the Zelle. Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@raisecredit.com. You write down RW and you Zelle right away. And then the phone number, if you need to call my specialist, or you're going to call Scott, my accounting controller, 800-254-9506. That's only during the broadcast. You call when I'm done, you go back to $6,000 too. Now, maybe you're going to do residual income and we'll do some Section 8 properties because they have to pay even during a pandemic. Or there's management companies that'll manage them for you anyway. You get a brand new house for anywhere from $40,000 to $75,000 in 14 different states. That's residual income, by the way. So we can build that too. Now, the next thing we have to think about is for you today to look in the mirror. I'd like you to look in the mirror today. I'd like you to stare at yourself for about 5 minutes. See, the biggest problem that you all have is very simple. All right, you keep having the same damn rerun. I want you to think about and ask yourself a question. Ask yourself, put yourself in check. I've been doing this since I was 2.5, putting myself in check every day because I didn't get a family. I got used and abused and a bunch of shit, which kind of sucks. I wanted out of hell. So ask yourself what you did yesterday to get to millionaire. Your bottom line is going to be, that's all, folks. I like you to think about different things you can do. Maybe get the repo list of cars, boats, houses, apartment complex, a duplex. How about the probate list? How about divorce lists? All right, how about bankruptcy lists? How about you sell and broker, supply, and vendor credit? So ideas you can make some money right away. How about $1 million of credit for the corp in each division? All right, checkbook money. And how about supply and vendor money too? Will that be okay? If I do most of the work for you and show you and lead you and teach you 2.5 years old, that's how I'm going to treat you. I'm sorry, because I want you my way. Your way sucks. If your ways work, hell, you wouldn't be watching me. I'd be watching you. But I like controlling billions. It's kind of fun. Biggest problem I have is you. Don't think, just do, please. Let's make you a money-making machine. So let's say you can get $100,000 to $1 million of supply and vendor credit. You don't pay a bill up to 90 days. Is that okay? We're going to use OPM money. I'm going to teach you what I did for Dun & Bradstreet and the rules and tools for that too. And I want you to sell on Amazon and eBay. Is that all right? We could play. But again, I want you to take a picture of this page. Please, this page. Go click. Come on, take a picture. See, what happens is I want you to get into certain programs. Here's an ultimate package, one call with me, live always, 90 days, level 1, 2, and 3 special classes. You don't have to go, but they're live, and I can get you to $1 million to $1 billion. You might want to learn what I'm doing for you, too. Now, based on what you invest is how much bonus credit you get. It's up to you during this broadcast today. Now, if all you want is for you or your division or corp you have already, there's your line. That $100,000 is normally, like I said, on sale for $59.99. During the broadcast, you get a $2,000 discount if it is now. From here, you get a call. You want a one call with me? You want 3, 7, or 26? Would you like me to hold your hand? Don't forget to take a picture of Zelle. Ding, ding, ding. Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@raisecredit.com. Or you can also call the office immediately at 800-254-9506. Now, I like goodies. You like goodies yet? I like goodies. I like goodies and goodies because I didn't like eating out of a friggin' trash can when I was 3 years old. No one gave a shit about me. I wanted out of hell. So I wanted to do one thing, be the smartest person I ever met. Very simple. Now, I accomplished all my goals. Why haven't you? I retired at 26, couple $1 billion corporate structure. Actually, 2.6, and there's more now. Here's me. I broke the record for the highest kick, fastest kick on the planet in 1981. I used to kick the door jam in the basketball hoop too. And they say white man can't jump. That's just stupid. People say that almost every day. A lot of stupid people around this world today. Now I kicked out the lights that night. No matter where you come from, you can accomplish your goal. The only thing you got to do is get the hell out of your own way. My first car was a Lamborghini Countach. I bought it from an auction. I was 14 and a half driving it to Owens Coast College. What did you drive? Oh, you rode a bicycle or a skateboard? But you know, I don't hear no. No means thank you. And then I walk away, find a way to look behind the curtain. People who say no because they don't know how to play. So I want you to dissect your life. Dissect it because I'm going to do it for you. Why are you not a millionaire? Your choice is simple. 1,000 steps. Certified CFO. Now, the big zero, sorry, I didn't get a family as a kid. So the reality is I had a choice, get out of hell or put up with shit. All right, what was your legacy? What did you get from your family? Diddly squat or your little piece, and then they're just a memory. God rest their soul, whatever they happen with them too. I'm just a realist because I want you to change the world with me. I want you to leave things to people. All right, residual income. I watch more people work their tail off, and then when they die, they get little pieces, and they're just a memory. I want you to change that. I want you to realize something today. Corporations live forever. If I'm going to do the work and build your life up the way I want it to be built, I want that legacy left to people to take over that residual income. I want your name to be known the rest of this world. I want you to make your mark. Corporations live forever. People cannot. So I want you to understand how to leave what I call a real legacy. So I need you to think today. A house has a deed of trust. A car has a pink slip. I want you to write down irrevocable trust, please, and then UCC1. I'd like you to take your stuff in your house, in your office, list it up on a UCC1, record it, county recorder's office, and turn it into a chattel mortgage. Then I want to list on the irrevocable trust. I want you to know where your goodies go when you're dead, because we're all going to die. It's very simple. We got to plan that too, but it's up to you. So I want you to think of the three things I live by. Very simple. All right, I have to plan the problem, I have to plan to live, and I have to plan to die. Simple. I want to build you 10 times credit you invest in a program I give you. 10 times if up to that is okay if we play the game. But again, that's up to you. Can you draw that diagram in front of you? Here's a corporation. Here's divisions. Now, your Bank of America is bankrupt 5,000 locations. Their parent company owns corporations. So when they want to shut down a location or they screw up, when they got indicted a week ago of 100 million bucks, the reality is they just bankrupt each piece. Do you know they get a tax credit every time they make those decisions? And you're busy going home and go, boo-hoo-hoo. That has to stop today. Chase Bank, Wells Fargo, Chase got hacked the other day. Their whole system was shut down for the whole damn day. All right, U.S. Bank. All right, Wells Fargo's been indicted so many times, it's ridiculous. How about Sam's Club? 1,500 locations so far. All right, we got Geico, we got cities. So I'd like you to stop bringing the pain home. Is that okay? I'd like you to be a certified CFO, and I want to do the work for you too and teach you to be a millionaire. Is that okay through corporate structure? Can we reprogram your brain? I want you to realize I came up with a blueprint. I started my blueprint when I was 9.5 years old. I call it see it, believe it, go get it. Reality is up to you. So understand something today. My thought of the week, very simple. Can you write down 5 things for me? They're actually for you. So let's write down number 1. We're going to get you to a 750, but you have to follow through and do what I tell you to do. Next thing from here, we're going to get you a corporation with divisions. Next thing is we're going to give you cash credit up to $1 million per entity. And on top of that, you're going to get checkbook money too. And the reality is 100,000, 1 million of supply and vendor credit. This is what you need. Got it? Did you make your list? The goal is that corporation in front of you. Your corporation is not going to do business. It's going to manage entities. If it does business, that's called stupid. When they sue it, they sue you. You're a duck and a sheep then. You manage your entities. You stop bringing the pain home. You put your ducks in a row, and I get to repackage you. Will that be okay if I rebuild your life my way? Because your way, I think, sucks. Now, I got my new TV show coming up in 2024 and radio show too. I won't be available 6 days a week. So the reality is I like helping rich and famous people. They listen better than you. Now, what did you do when you want to start a business? I'll bet you sit with your family and friends at the kitchen table. You had a table meeting. Hopefully somebody had some common sense, go, what if something goes wrong? What did you do? You hacked your cards, you hacked them up, you dropped your score, you can't get any more, you can't write out diddly squat. And then you jacked up your house. I don't understand stupid. Why would anybody be that stupid to bring the pain home to hurt their family when they never had to? So the solutions are very simple. Write down today's date. Let's project basically 90 working days. Let's get you past go. You want to play on one of my pool tables? Let me know. So I wrote Winning the Game of Business 45 years ago. Page 6, very simple, cash flow for your time. So I saw the Millionaires Founders Kit at the Bonaventure. every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. for 32 years. 5,000 a set. You want a copy too? All you got to do is Zelle over basically 99 bucks and you get it for free. $99 takes care of shipping and handling. And all you have to do is Zelle it right away or call the office, but they charge 5% to use a debit card. So it's up to you. Zelle is free. 800-254-9506. So starting a business, running a business, someone, come on. You don't know if your friends, family, the employees, everybody around you are going to knock you off the friggin' cliff or catch it, or you're going to die. Good luck with that. Now, I had a problem. I didn't like being used and abused as a kid. I had to get up at 2:25 every morning since I was 2.5 years old. If not, the abuser would get me. So my body just does that from now on. So I woke up at 2:25 today. I got on my knees. I said, thank you, Jesus, for another day. Then I go look in the mirror. I've been doing my mirror test since I was a little boy. You see, the only one who put me in check was me because I got no one to help me. So the reality is, I'll bet you listen to your friends and family that cloud your direction. But that's up to you. That's probably why you're not a millionaire to billionaire status today. But that's up to you to listen and learn today, too. Now, let me show you what happened July 4, 2009. I got millions and billion corporate structure. I got 3 yachts in the backyard. I'm helping people 6 days a week. My wife wants to take one of the yachts out to help some people. What's the fireworks? Okay, honey. Next day, I died in a freaking coma. Someone there had swine flu, pneumonia, and a disease, and they killed me the next day. Kind of sucks. But I got to hear what's going on in the room. My tax attorney tricks my wife to sign a POA. The nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. But then all of a sudden, Jesus said, stay in peace or go back, my son. I said, go back. So I went back. Then you get me. See, I had to move 24 times the time I was 11 and a half years old, going to school in Watts, Torrance, Hawthorne, and Long Beach, all the good areas. You had to learn to kick it or run, and I'd rather die than run. I've been shot twice and not 6 times. See, I'm God's example. You got no excuse to feel sorry for yourself anymore. It's called see it, believe it, go get it. I'm truly the example for God, so let's pay attention today. I got a book coming out this year called Jesus Not a Drive-Through. See, being a Christian's a way of life, not a moment in time. We can learn exactly what you need to do because I think you're stuck. I think you got to get past go. Let's show you some Lamborghinis. Let's show you some basically a Duffy in a mansion. Let's show you how white men do jump and stupid people say we don't. All right, how about more Lamborghinis and a race boat in the backyard? Where do you park yours? Helicopter, U-Dog, yachts, and Ferraris too. Just a couple goodies I obtained. I put my name on Ray Reynolds University and everything that I do. It's kind of fun. It's called Ray's Rules, by the way. So if you could listen and learn, let me repackage your life my way. I'll coach you all the step of the way, and I use my blueprint called See It, Believe It, Go Get It, so we can play. Now, credit repair. If you're stupid enough to pay a credit repair company $100+ a month, that's called stupid. They don't have a magic wand. And what they're going to do, write a letter, not late, not mine kind of crap. That's fraud, by the way. And the Federal Trade Commission says credit repair is a fraud. They can't even collect money up front, but they do it every day. So let's understand something. All right, you're going to have shitty credit 2 years anyway because they didn't solve the problem. So let's look at this. Why don't you Google Section 611 today so you can understand what you can do for yourself. I'm going to tell you to negotiate a debt. You can't rip off your creditor and be a crook. It's called man up, woman up, simple to do. Now, if you want the 750, there's only 3 things you have to do. I designed this years ago, too, for Mr. Yarborough, Security Tifatier, W. Sperian. All we have to do is negotiate an open collection account. All cards have to be at 25-29% rule, but 2. And a rapid rescore. I invented rapid rescore and rapid refresh, all right, 39 years ago, actually. Now you got a 750 score. We're going to get you to learn the KISS method, keep it simple, stupid. Again, I don't think you're stupid. I think half of you're friggin' lazy, all right, and the rest got to be a little crazy to learn to go get it, too. Simple. First 25 steps today. Credit Karma is now Intuit Credit Karma. They purchased it on December 3rd, 2020. Still no phone number to help you. Next, I need to analyze your credit right away. I want to show you how to get a 750 score in 90 working days. All right, I'm going to analyze your credit and tell you the truth. You're going to go to one of my 10 classes on a Saturday live with me, and I'm going to call out your case number in rotation at 1:30 Pacific Standard Time. Now, here's the form you didn't pay attention to. This is the SS5 form, by the way. It'll say name to be shown on card, full name at birth, other than above. So the SS5 equals SSN equals 1040, tax return. Find your Social Security card in your pocket or your purse or wallet today. It'll say do not laminate. It'll say don't carry with you. And it'll say, all right, don't use for ID purposes. And it belongs to Social Administration, not you. You got your first paycheck a long time ago because you had your SSN equal to 1040 tax return. The company you work for, you thought they ripped you off because half your paycheck was missing. They pointed out the IRS gets their cut. You get the leftover and learn to survive on that too. See, that's what makes us ducks and sheep. But you have the 14th Amendment of the Constitution. You have Supreme Court, and you have basically we the people. On irs.gov, you can actually file one tax return known as basically a 1244 and almost never pay tax again. Reality is we get one SSN, we're all ducks and sheep. Corporation gets one tax ID, and if they sue the corp, they sue you. Congratulations too. You're now a duck and a sheep. Division process, you can protect the corp and your family. But if you don't do that, that's okay. You just be broke when you retire anyway. So if you let me rebuild you under the SSN, I want to make sure you're a CFO for the corp and the divisions. That's the ultimate goal. From there, I'd like you to learn the SS4. I'd like you to choose wisely from now on and be a double CFO for the corporations. Put your ducks in a row under the same corporate umbrella. Would that be okay if you do it my way for a while? Because your way sucks. You brought the pain home. There's that SS5. Let's compare it to SS4. Line 1 says legal name of entity. That's the bank, grocery store, or the city. And also your name right there, or individual person. Sometimes my brain goes too fast, but that's okay. So the reality is, well, if we dissect this form, we can dissect it more because it says banking and credit purposes. Do you see that there? It's the only form on planet Earth you didn't pay attention to, and based on my design and basically division process, you could have never screwed up your family in the first place, and most of you brought the pain home. Shame on you. You should have never done that in the first place. So the corporation can only do 3-4 things. Let's write them down because you can't take a picture and you can't record. First of all, corporation buffers tax. That means every dollar coming in, SS4 doesn't pay tax till it's profitable. You have to pay the bills first. Cash credit, all credits are write-off, tax ID, fleet car, and a free buffet at the corporation's hotel. From there, the line of defense is the divisions. They're cheap, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price. All right, multiple credit reports and separate liability for real estate too. So that means you can create the line of defense and build a corporate umbrella, which I'm going to do for you too. I don't want you bringing the pain home ever again, but I got to rebuild you like Humpty Dumpty because some of you really screwed up. Now, I'm going to guarantee what I say I can do. 100%, as long as you go to class, not following your what, and you do what I tell you to do. I'm treat you like you're 2 years old. Will that be okay? Don't violate and jack up cards. Do not apply during the program. If you do, and you screw up what I'm doing for you, I close your case or charge you a fee. Don't screw up. Past can't chase future. Collection account item, negotiate. Got an IRS problem? They got a form called 656, 433A and B. So we can learn to play the game and win. So let's understand today, your 750 score, I'll guarantee it to you as you do exactly what I tell you to do. Let me analyze your credit. From there, I do a rapid refresh, build your score up, and away. From there, everyone gets a 750 as long as they go to class. Don't fall in their what and do what I tell them to do. Here's a nice lady. She got a 651. She calls up and says, Ray, why does my score suck? I'm the granddaughter of the guy that gave me half of basically Fashion Island. She's a billionaire. I go, why are you using half your cards? My attorney, my CPA, my banker told me to. You're listening to Dumb and Dumber. You have no green lights. I pushed her to 790 by the time I was done, creating green lights for her too. This person filed bankruptcy, tricked by a bankruptcy attorney. Here's their first card, unsecured for $500. They got 11 collection accounts. Everything's all screwed up. Here's $3,000 to balance your debt. So if you let me rebuild your credit, You let me do a rapid rescore. You go to class on Saturday. You don't fall in your wallet and you pay attention. Our goal is $750. We normally charge you $999 and give you $1,000 card back to you. During the broadcast, we give a discount of $499. So the ultimate goal, you get half price. The card we get you will now be $500. And all you do to get that price is Zelle. Now. That's up to you too. As we play the game, if you need to call to use a debit card or something, 800-254-9506. Ask for Scott or one of the specialists too. If you want to build something and you want me to build more credit, give me referrals. If you get referrals, you want me to send you back 10%, I'll do that for you. As long as your referral names your name when they sign up. If not, they blew it for you. That's why I tell you to send me basically a phone number and an email too, through my email for you, so you get credit for that as well. Simple to do. Here's a problem with all of you. You're on the national mailing list. Why? Because you didn't know what you do screws you up every time. Well, the voter. I'm a voter. All right. Who are we going to vote for now? Who's going to really be president? I've got a dinosaur in the office. We can't even remember his name. Now he's going to be indicted too because he's a crook. Oh, well, what can I say? So they sell the mailing list 412 times a year as a voter list. You got a cable bill. You got a corporation. Why don't you get off the national mailing list by calling 888-567-8688? Opt out for 5 years, please. Do it today. Ultimate goal, step 4. Now, the next I want you to do is plan the problem. Your problem is some of you have loaned money to a friend and family member. The reality is they screwed it up and said, I'm sorry. See, when you give something away for free, they don't respect it. They didn't have to earn it. You've had friend and family member rip you off. You spent thousands on crap and some motivational shit that basically helped you for an hour or two. The reality is you need to plan the problem from now on. I need you to write down safety credit. All right. Why? Your cards are going to have a sticky. We're going to get my discipline into you. You're going to create the line of defense. That's 100,000. You're not bringing the pain home ever again because it's not acceptable. All dashboards, the way I designed it years ago, are 0 to 29% is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. Got it? The discipline of that sticky has to be put in place today. Then the next excuse you're going to have is, Ray, I got to check on my cards. I got it. I'll stop the crap. I've never seen stupid so much in my life. You cannot jack up your cards ever again past 28%, ever, because I said so. Next, your house and car, as long as you maintain the payment, they don't fluctuate your credit. You have 2 cards on planet Earth that don't fluctuate your credit ever. And you're going to max the suckers out up to $1 million. There's no excuse for you to have below a 750 ever again. So pay attention and don't screw up. Got it? Very simple to understand. From there, you have an emergency, you lose your job. What happens next? Everybody does the same stupid thing. All right, they run out of time, they run out of money, and then they go jack up their credit cards. And they want to feel sorry for themselves to tell the world, look at me, poor me. Nobody gives a shit. Don't you know that? Nobody gives a shit. Sorry to say, it's really true. So if you need $5,000 now, go ask your friends and family in the bank. They're all going to say no, and you need it. You don't need it. Here's some more. The average person wastes $50 every other day. This $5,000 card in my hand is $50 a month. Safety credit. You waste $140 a week. Is that true? That's $600 a month. I take $50,000 off of a corporate credit card. The payment is $612.26. So what the average person wastes and pisses away in a given month, they could have maintained $50,000 and bought 2 pizzas during the pandemic using some common sense. That's step 6. There it is again. Why men do jump? Just stupid people say we don't. Nixon took the gold standard out. Write down Ray's rules one more time. These 2 cards, $50,000 each. We use 29% utilization. That's $71,000 of safety credit. From now on, the only thing that screws up in your life is the division. Write it down. You're not allowed to screw up the corp or your family ever again. Write it down. The only thing you're allowed to do is screw up a division without no intent to do fraud. Borrow money is not taxable. So we're going to basically do it my way. You get your cake, you need it too. Ray's rules, step number 7 today. Become a certified CFO and never bring the pain home. You got it so far? From here, there I am in a coma 14 years ago. That sucks. I wish I could have stood up and go, boom. Once you Google the address, find out I'm telling you the truth. I've been in 2 comas in my life. At 5.5, I used my face as the brake down Delane Street in Torrance. I was crippled for life, but Jesus said, get up then, and I got up. Freaked them all out. Last come, I got to die and come back and help you. I think the devil's trying to hold us back and knock us down, but God's delays aren't God's denials. We get to play. Let me repackage you my way, because your way sucks. Sorry, it's true. I want to repackage you like Humpty Dumpty. I want to get you to millionaire status. That's a corporation. What is it again? Legal person that may sue or be sued. You better play. And the lack of knowledge is why people do stupid things every day. Division process. Master, disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Tenant, slip and fall. Cash, supply, credit, too. A division is your line of defense. You got it so far? The ultimate goal. From there, we build a corporate umbrella, the only way to play the game and to win. Now, if you allow me to get your tax ID, I add history and credit reports, Experian, Treasury, and Equifax. Then I get you cash credit cards. Then I line you up for checkbook money. The ultimate goal. 9 divisions is up to 1 million. 41 is up to 5 million. Divisions multiply credit reports. Simple to say and do. The ultimate goal. Look at your corporation today, please. Because when they sue it, they sue you. You're a duck and a sheep. That sucks. I want you to have the line of defense and not bring the pain home to the corp or your family ever again. So write down line of defense from now on to your ultimate goal. Here's my dashboard for you. I'm allowed to build credit reports under SSN SS4. You took 3 years to build yours and still screwed up, and you're learning things today you needed all along. So if I do a tax ID, I build the credit reports for you, corp division subsidiary. I build a corporate umbrella, and I take away the excuses. The bottom line is maybe you just don't get instant credit reports. So I know you got a sad story. Everybody does. Boo-hoo. I came out of a coma. They stole everything. What am I going to do? Go home and go boo-hoo like most people do? Hell no. Okay? I sold my wedding ring, my Rolex, my bracelet, my necklace. I got cited 3 times in Huntington Beach for having 12 garage sales. There's no excuse. Get off your assets, sell something, go drive a friggin' Uber. That's what you got to do. A corporation rebuilds itself. No excuses from now on. I designed this for $250,000 per entity. $150 checkbook money, $100,000 card. Got it? And then what do? We times it by 9 more. 9 more entities. What does that do? There's $1 million of credit right there. From there, what do? We use checkbook money. Now you got 2.5 million. And all you have to do is learn to daisy chain the credit to millions. You got it so far? The ultimate goal, again, if you want 100,000, let me add you, Corp Division, to one of my cards. Let me rebuild you to make you a CFO. All right, I'll give you a card authorized user, and I'll ask for separate billing. When you do separate billing, you get your own account too. Normally 10%, 10 grand. Sale of the office, $59.99. Today, during the broadcast only, it is $39.99 if it is Zelled or a phone call is made now, before I'm done talking. Another $2,000 discount. If you don't do it, it's okay. Then you blew it. I want to build the divisions for you. I want to build you and it's had 2,000 of history. And that's the ultimate goal. We got choices. Our choices are simple. I can build divisions, credit. You can finance the business. And it's not the business you're doing today. I'm sorry. You're doing the rerun, surviving. We have to build residual income. Each division through the webinars, $4.99. Normally they're $1,000 each. 3 for $14.97. There's your Zell. You can also call the office at 800-254-9506. I like goodies. You like goodies yet? It's simple to have goodies. So I'd like you to have $1 million in credit cards, $5 million in checkbook money. Is that okay? Making a money-making machine. 100,000 to 1 million in supply and vendor credit. You don't pay a bill up to 90 days anyway. That's OPM money. And what I wrote for Dun & Bradstreet too, simple to play. Now let's understand, you can sell products on Amazon and eBay. Now, when I rebuild you here, corporate divisions, I want to get you a green card up to 100,000 plus times 9. B of A times 9. All right, very simple. Wells Fargo times 9. Then how about Chase times 9? How about American Express times 9? Well, that's just 5 cards up to $5 million. But then we haven't talked about the other 5 cards, and we haven't even went after checkbook money. Checkbook money is very simple. The banks, they give you up to 150. All right, as long as you have a 2-year corp, unsecured. My 5 favorite ones are these. There's other ones too. And checkbook money is per division. You can get up to 5.4 million. But you're going to work your tail off to get this too. But then that's up to you if you want me to do the division process. If you don't have a corporation for 2 years, wait till next year. Or we have a couple left in stock. You take a California, you requalify in your state, you pay the filing fee. The office sells it for $9.99. All right, during the broadcast only, you can get it for $4.99. Half price, very simple. And if you want to Zelle, or call the office at 800-254-9506. That's all you got to do. Now, I got specialty classes in my 10 classes on Saturday. They're always live. The specialties are evolving every 8 weeks, and they start at 8:30 in the morning. This Saturday, the specialty is tax balancing. If you're not in a specialty, it's $9.99 for 90 days, or it's $499 per class. Now, this crap has to stop. I mean, I don't understand, stupid, so don't get mad or upset when you jack up your cards, you dropped your score, you got stuck, you can't get any more because you did something stupid. You got 2 cards on planet Earth, they don't affect your credit score ever. And you can jack them up $1 million as long as you maintain the damn payment. So this crap stops today. 90% having shitty credits on their own fault. No more. No more. Got it? No more? Every application requires a certified CFO. Now, borrow money is not taxable. I want you to get your lifetime income. The only thing that screws up from now on is the division, not the corp and not you. That's how you get your cake you needed to. Raise rules, step number 7. From there, becoming a certified CFO, never bringing the pain home ever again. So if I gave you a check for $1 million, what would you do with it? You put it in your personal account. You're only allowed to keep $375. I would have told you put in the corporation and the divisions, pay all the bills first and pay tax on the leftover, no tax. So there's step number 8. Now the United States of America Incorporated. They've bankrupted 11 cities so far, right in front of you, got rid of the debt and stayed in business. You can do the same thing as long as you have no intent to do fraud. So let's understand the United States of America, 50 corps called states, states got a corp called cities, and they invented Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act. So they bankrupted debts in 11 cities, and the reality is you could do the same thing and not bring the pain home. Your problem is you didn't learn to play. That's step number 9 today. Please Google bankruptcy, because I want you to make a decision for you and your family. Are you going to bring the pain home to the SSN or the SS4, corporation, division, or more? It's going to be up to you. Who's going to feel the pain the next time you screw up? Very simple today, step number 10. As we play the game, if you let me add you to my credit system, I can build you up to $1 million of credit. But you got to go to class, not fall on your watch, and you got to pay attention and follow through. And you can't be half of which are lazy, the other have to be a little crazy. If you're lazy, you're never going to get this. So here's a starter package. A corporation right now this morning, and an attorney, it's $5,000. All right, CPA, $5,000. Corporation service, $2,100. Why? I've been giving corporations for free for 45 years. I don't understand why people would be stupid enough to pay for something that's free in every state. So here we got to rebuild your credit rapid score. You got a corp, good. I'll build that one. If not, I'll hand you one for free. You go to my setup and level 1 class every Wednesday and Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time live. It's $999 and I give you $5,000 back. I'm giving you $5,000, 5 times your investment back to you while rebuilding your life. I just want to take away your excuses because half of you, are lazy. The other half has to be a little crazy to go get it. Analyzation, add history, pop credit right away. Like I did for Casey this morning today too. Casey, don't you screw up that new card. Okay? All right, I need you to balance that debt and stop jacking them up too. So the reality is very simple today. If you Zelle or call the office, you get that basically discounted price in that credit too. 800-254-9506. Beat your doubt, run your race, get out of my way while I rebuild your life. Because if you do it your way, so sorry, your way sucks right now. That's why you're watching me. You didn't get to million to billion. I did that at 26, 2.6 billion at 26. It was kind of fun. So let's play, getting you past go. I like goodies. God's gift, the mansions in the harbor too. Race boats and yachts, Lamborghinis, buildings, and helicopters too. Do yourself a favor today. Change your driver's license to a P.O. Box mailing address. More privacy. The next thing you have to think about is this. All right, look at your car today. Come on. Your car, you went to the dealership, you let them sweat you for 5 hours. You lost $10,000, got 9 inquiries too. That's not how you buy a car. All right, it is car's fleet price tax ID division. That way it doesn't show up on your personal credit report. You get to write it all off. Very simple. That car there is one of our CFOs. By the way, it's the wife's car. She's a CFO too. So it's like the house. You don't put 2 names on a house. You're going to do what? Create loan to value for 2 people. One screws up, the other one screw up too. Your house and your car. If you ever mess them up, understand something. That creditor, now you got crappy credit. Then they report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. So you got a tax problem, an IRS problem, and you got double what? Crap credit. That's up to you. A registered owner should be a division. We have too many bloodsucker attorneys on TV wanting everybody to do a bumpity bump and sue people. You can't even watch social media without them interrupting. Were you in the front seat, back seat? Were you in the trunk of the car? All right, it's ridiculous what we have to do today. Plan the problem too. The ultimate goal, all right, every property you obtain should be a division. You don't know who's going to slip and fall and sue you, mess you up. Your house payment offsets your tax return. Amazon didn't pay tax on the first 10 billion, and they don't pay tax today on double trillion. They're playing the game. They know how to play the game. They know how to win. The ultimate goal. There's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. All right, he bought Twitter within 24 hours using the line of credit. I think he's twiddly-dee and twiddly-dum. He does have a spaceship, so do the other 2 guys too. So you could join the club, but you can win the battle too if you want to. All right, step 15, simple to do. Run your life through a corporation or in conjunction, please. All right, pay tax, buy a Lamborghini. You get your paycheck, it's taxable income. You get the leftover, then you pay your car payment, gas, registration, insurance. You should be yelling no and driving a company car like I do. The ultimate goal, step 17. Next, I want you to get an SS4 form. I want you to go to irs.gov. A form is free. You download it, it says banking and credit purposes. You never had to be a duck or a sheep since day one. You chose to do this. All right, so the reality is, let's find out. I'm going to tell you the truth. It'll set you free. Every woman, since Nixon took the gold standard out, has to sign the SSN form, which is the SS5 form, within 2 hours of the baby being born. Baby's going to go home and take a nap, doesn't need an SSN, but the government says they have to because they got to print more money for $35 million apiece. They bond us so they can print more money. Everything to me is rules and tools. Escrow, close, homestead, trust. You buy a house. You have a house that's not in a trust. Sorry, when they sue you, they screw you up. They take it away. When you die, your family got diddly squat. And if you fix up a property, they hire the contractor, they hire a subcontractor outside Home Depot, good workers. But when they slip, fall, and cut corners, and they sue and take everything you got too, the ultimate goal, my way, they get diddly squat. So look at irrevocable trust today. Very simple thing to do. Ultimate goal, we don't have to bring the pain home. Number 19, 6 more to go. The ultimate goal is very simple. From their IRS, all right, people don't want to pay tax. I don't understand, stupid. See, what happens is like Wesley Snipes went to prison for 3 years because he didn't want to pay tax. He got fined $5 million. The ultimate goal is very simple. As we played the game, IRS, you can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. They do have a form called 656, 433 A and B. Put yourself back in the system where you belong. Ultimate goal, step number 20. From here, be an OPM. Save up to 70%. Don't pay up to 90 days. 200,000 from an escrow. That leverages the 15 million. From there, borrow money is not taxable. You set up the line of defense. The ultimate goal, step 21. That's called blackjack, by the way. The ultimate goes up to you. Now, basically, in 2009, I got to die and come back and help you, and they stole everything I had. What am I going to do? Go home, boo-hoo-hoo? What did I do? All right, I took out my blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it. And then I basically took out my 5 closet divisions, and I built another $1 million of credit. See, I don't stay down like you, and I don't understand why you stay down too in the first place. You chose to be a sheep and a duck. Reality is it's 1,000 steps to millionaire. Ultimate goal, if you don't have the Millionaire's Founders Kit, you might want to get a copy of it. It's free as long as you pay $99. And you can Zelle now, and put the address on the RW2. If not, you can call the office, but it costs 5% to run a card. 800-254-9506. I'm online 6 days a week, live. I don't have excuses. Credit, loan, money. The more I teach you about leveraging money, positive cash flow of $50,000 a month, that's residual income. From there, if you want $100,000, I just add you to one of my cards, rebuild you, ask for separate billing. The office is normally 10%, 10 grand. Right now, they have it on sale for $59.99. During the broadcast only, it is $39.99. You save additional $2,000 if you did it during the broadcast only. And you Zelle or you call the office. 800-254-9506. From there, I can make you a money-making machine. $100,000 to $1 million of supply and vendor credit. OPM money, Dun & Bradstreet. Sell products on Amazon and eBay. Again, take a picture of this if you're not in this program yet. Ultimate package, you get a call with me in 90 days live workshop, level 1, 2, and 3 about specialty classes too. Whatever you invest, that's the bonus credit you would get. From there, if all you want is credit to your corp or you right now, there you go. If you want to call 13726, let me know. It's a Zelle, now. Or you call 800-254-9506. So a corporation is a legal person. When they sue the corporation, they sue you. You're a duck and a sheep. A division gives you the line of defense. And that's the way you protect your family and the corporation too. Every tax ID gets a Spearing, Trundle, and Equifax. Up to 9 divisions is $1 million. 41 is up to $5 million. And if I get to rebuild you my way, each division will cost you $499, but the office charges $1,000 each. Today it's 3 for $1497. If it is Zelle, or you call the number 800-254-9506. So the goal is, again, I designed this for $250,000 per entity. A card times 9 more. There's $1 million. We had our checkbook money. Simple. There's $2.5 million. See, that's how you multiply by daisy chaining credit too. Once again, you want $100,000? Let me know. I'll get you one of my card and separate the billing for you. But today it's $39.99 if you call or Zelle right away during the broadcast with me. From there, if you wait, then you just pay the normal price. What are you willing to lose? Family? Corp? Division? If we play chess today, we lose pieces on both sides. The ultimate goal. I designed this so we both get checkmate. The ultimate goal is step 23. You get to play, you get to listen, learn, and we work together and we sing Kumbaya together too. Reaching the dream, thing to be impossible. Raise rules, making millionaires through corps and divisions. All right, for 45 years, teaching them how to be a certified CFO, the ultimate goal. If you want to be next, you just let me know. From there, I add you to my credit system. I analyze you, show the American dream, show you what you need to do on your part from there. And in 90 days, you should have a 750 score if you do everything you're told to do. I call your name in a case. No, I call case number in rotation on a Saturday. All right, basically at 1:30 Pacific Standard Time. From there, we have to realize joint credits just in the way. You buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, trust. Corporation, why do people spend thousands when they're free? You need divisions for real estate, franchise, current business, line of defense, raise rules, getting bonus cash credits. You can write it all off and take away your excuses. That's the ultimate goal, step 24. If all you want me to do today is rebuild you to a 750, okay, I'll analyze. I'll do a wrapper refresh. All right, put you to class, learn the rules and tools, get you the 750, normally $999, $1,000 card back to you usually. Today during the broadcast, it's $499. And we rebuild your credit, give you $500 card for that. If you want the corporate package, it's called Starter. Rebuild the credit, rapid score, articles, office tax ID for free. If you already have them, I'll use what you got. Set up in level 1 every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time too. For $999, I'm giving you $5,000 back. I'm rebuilding your life and giving you 5,000 back. All right, yes, it's ridiculous because I'm the only one who does this on the planet. So the reality is analyze your credit, add history, and start popping credit right away. Is that okay if we play my way for a while because your way didn't work? It's a Zell. Or you call 800-254-9506. Give referrals, that'd be great. I'll build more credit, or I'll sell you 10% as long as they say your name when they sign up. If not, they blew it for you. So I always tell you, email me their name and phone number too, so you get credit for that as well. But again, here's the corporation. Banks use subsidiaries, and I want you to use division process. The whole world repackages in front of you. All right, it's time you stop bringing the pain home. Be a certified CFO and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. Look beyond the curtain. We stay safe and strong. We do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. So at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, I like to repackage your whole life my way and become your client, and or you become my client and I become your coach too. The reality is very simple. You can do Zell now, or call 800-254-9506, or you can sit there doing nothing, and that's what's going to happen. Is nothing is what you've been doing, called a rerun. We stay safe, we stay strong, we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And we never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.